All right, baby, we're back. This should be episode 17, I think. I think you should buy. Welcome back. How you doing, brother?
Good. Sucking on a couple Ricolas, in case anyone's wondering. It's the honey. Is that it?
Ricola.
Is that it? I think it's honey mint or something. It's honestly not bad, but I've had like 12 a day. It's making my tongue like raw. So then when I'm drinking hot coffee, it just burns. Doesn't feel good. But getting over a little cold. Another day in the life. Getting ready for football to start up. You got first Monday, or not Monday. What is it? Yeah. Thursday night game. Chiefs Ravens. Going to be huge.
Screw that. It's Seahawks. It's Seahawks week, baby. We just got a Coug win, Coug football, 70-30. New quarterback looks like an absolute unit.
He's going to be nice.
This is a make or break year for us. So, I mean, granted, it's Portland State, but, this is a make or break year. He looks like the real deal. So hopefully we can, you can't get your hopes too high with the Cougs. But that being said, we still do every year just to set ourselves up for heartbreak.
It's part of the fun of being a fan.
Yeah. So hopefully we can make something happen this year and, give ourselves the best chance to be in a good position next year with whatever happens with all the conferences and whatnot. But, I love college football, but NFL and the Seahawks have my heart. So that's like the one sport. As you get older, when I was young and like in college and stuff, I feel like I watched like, NBA, UFC, football, college, NFL, all this stuff. And as I get older, I feel like I just have to like dwindle down. Like you have less and less time. And so the Seahawks is like the one thing that I'm like, well, UFC, I watch all the big fights, but I don't miss a Seahawks game really.
Yeah, it's Sundays, dude. Something about being able to sit on the couch for like 2 to 3 hours and give an excuse to just lock in and watch football.
Do absolutely nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's like once you hit that, like you're fresh out of college, I feel like there's a time frame from like fresh out of college to like 3 or 4 years after graduating, whatever it is. It's like when you become an adult, you just have to watch football on Sunday and be like a slob and just eat wings and chips and watch football.
I didn't need to become an adult for that. I've been doing that since I was like 10.
It becomes part of your personality. But yeah, dude, NFL Sundays are different. It's something about it. It hits different here too because you come out of a hot summer and then just going into the fall in Arizona is it's special. I'm not going to dive deep because like you don't have the opportunity to like live it because you just weren't here and you left. But yeah. It's nice.
Well, speaking of, kind of one of the perks of Hawaii too is the time zone. So you wake up 7 a.m., just roll out of bed, get your coffee. You don't even need to wait. Like, on the West Coast, you wake up, you're like, shoot, I have to figure out what to do for the next couple hours. You wake out of the bed, boom, 7 a.m. football's on, baby. And
yeah, that's so clutch.
It's special too.
That's the negative side here is when they do daylight savings, we have to like games don't start till 11. So you're like just kind of twiddling your thumbs in the morning. Like so nice being able to have like for you especially have coffee and just watch football immediately when you wake up.
Yeah.
Open up your fantasy app, see who's balling.
Yeah, that's the one downside though is fantasy. If you don't wake up like at like 6 a.m. and set your lineups, then you can be kind of screwed. Dude, and I just realized too, we both live in the only 2 states in the country that don't believe daylight savings.
Don't believe.
Right.
Yeah, dude. Like everyone in Arizona, like it's not real.
Yeah, you guys are flat earthers. You just don't believe in daylight savings.
Yeah, which they keep saying they're going to change it, and they never do. But I don't know. I'm not complaining.
It's so dumb. Like we're not. No offense, but we're not like just all like farmers anymore. Like we don't need that. Like I think it's so dumb. Like why are we changing our clocks twice a year? Just keep it all the same. It's so much easier. We're just in the 2 states that get it, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And then eventually you'll be back here.
Dude, once I get you out here for one trip, you're gonna be like, all right, where do we sign?
Hopefully that's beginning of next year. I think based off conversations Bree and I've had, like we'd love to come once Vincent's a little older, then he can walk. That way he'll be harder to watch, but at least you don't got to carry him around everywhere.
Oh, you can get him in the ocean, get him his first slop him up wave tackle.
Dude, that's just see him getting flip flopped like 5 times, like Chris Helly and Cava would just be so special to watch.
Dude, I can't wait to get here, or like for him to get here and just put a lei around his neck, and then I'll just baptize him right in the ocean.
You have to put a lei on him. Like that's tradition when you get into the airport, right?
Oh,
Does
yeah.
that happen? I mean, you don't get that unless you're staying at a hotel, right? And you have like the taxi service, or does everybody that flies into Hawaii get laid every time they land?
No, it's like it's a you have to. No, it's not. But like I'll get you right. I'll get you
Yeah.
right. So because I'll
Well,
probably
Jazz is doing that on the side now that you guys are there, right? I think she has
Mhm.
her own lay business.
Yeah, it's like a little side hustle she has. Yeah,
I knew it was a matter of time just to
yeah,
get in with the locals too.
yeah. It's like every weekend I wake up and she's like, "All right, I'm heading to the airport for 8 hours. I'll be back later."
Oh my god, dude, that'd actually be such a sick job. Is just she just greets people and lays them.
Dude, 100%.
Is that
Dude,
what they call it? Like, do you say like, "Oh, I just got laid"?
I don't know.
Like, that's got to be trademarked in Hawaii if it's not already.
You would think so. I mean, that's just too good of an opportunity to pass up.
Or like, dude, if they don't already, like, they have like the I Heart New York shirts. Like, I'm just giving you this on a silver platter, but you just make shirts that say, or not, I just got laid. I got laid in Hawaii, and then
Yeah,
it has the flower on it. Like, instead of the heart, it's I got laid with the lay.
dude. Yeah, it just has a graphic lay around
Yeah,
it.
are you listening? Are you writing this down?
Yeah, dude, million
Trying to
dollar
help you out.
idea. I'm sure nobody's thought of that.
Well, yeah, I have. I just did.
Yeah, brilliant minds.
Seahawks. So, what's your prediction? Like, what's going to be the record this year?
Well, I saw a little spicy line that Seahawks to win the division was plus 625.
Are we last?
No, the Rams are plus 330, and then the Niners I think were like minus 200 or something like that. And then the Cardinals. I mean, who even knows what that was? But I
I think
was
the
like,
Cardinals are. I think if I remember right, or like between them and the Patriots should be like top two or bottom two worst in the league.
yeah, I don't know, but literally 625 for us to win the division. I couldn't pass that up, so I had to throw some action down on that. And dude, I don't know. Once again, like I got pretty high hopes. Mike McDonald's he's the guy that I wanted to come in and take over the coaching position. He was my number one pick, and I think yours too, if I remember right. And so I was super fired up about that defensive minded guy. I think we have a lot of. I just feel like I hate the way I'm talking right now, but like defensive minded guy, and we have like a lot of pieces on defense that I think are like if he can figure out how to put them together, we have a lot of like just raw talent. I'm a little bummed about the injury on like the last preseason game was just brutal, but
You talking about Nuosu?
yeah, they're just saying it should only be a couple weeks though. I think hopefully so. I don't know. I think we got a killer defense as long as there might be some growing pains fitting into the new scheme and all that. I'm hoping not. But dude, the one drive that we had our offense out there for preseason, we just looked. It was smooth as butter. We just looked.
Yeah, it
Like
looks super solid.
electric. So, dude, I don't know. And you've got to say like our offensive weapons are. It's hard to say like not like a top five in the league with DK, Lockett, JSN, and then Kenneth Walker. I mean those.
Don't sleep on Fant either. We just signed him
Yeah,
to a pretty
true.
decent sized contract. I think they're going to try to feed him the ball more. He balled out in Denver, and then I don't
Dude,
know if it was a
we didn't
Waldron thing or
utilize.
what, but yeah,
Yeah,
we didn't really get him the ball at all.
we've always had kind of stud tight ends, but our past OCs have not really focused on tight ends at all. So hopefully, and Ryan Grubb too. I mean, Husky. So naturally, I mean, like hated him, but I got to root with the guy. So I think he should be fun, and everybody seems to love him on the offensive side of the ball. So I'm
Yeah,
pumped. But what about you, dude?
yeah, dude. Well, to that point too, like I think this kind of season we're rolling into is like the best type of team to watch as a fan because you legit have like when you have new OC, who's the DC? I'm drawing a blank.
I don't know. I mean, McDonald's going to be, he's the defensive guy, but I think he's from Dallas. He's like that British dude.
Dude, I don't even know who it is now.
I don't
I
know his
guess
name.
you know
He's
if
from
he's from
Dallas.
Dallas though.
Yeah, and he's like got like an English accent. It's like super weird. But I mean, McDonald is going to be running the.
Looking it up real quick. Aiden Durde. Yeah, I guess I don't even know who that is. I think I kind of remember the signing, but yeah, I was just gonna say like with all that, like it's the best. You just have no idea what's gonna happen, which
Yeah.
is kind of fun to watch because like the first 5 to 6 games, you have no idea what to expect. And I think the biggest thing is just gonna be like staying healthy. Like I think we have a pretty solid offensive line, but like last year specifically, and then I think even the year before that, we just got crushed with injuries, and then typical Seahawks fashion is like would not adjust to injuries. We just like Pete Carroll, just like no, we're gonna stick the course and just run the same
Yeah.
stuff. Which I don't know. I mean, maybe that's just good, like with basketball for myself. When I played, I had a coach that I played for that just stuck to his own scheme and didn't play around like the personnel, which
What
is
was his
like
name?
he's not going to be named, but it's dude that can be so frustrating. So I'm super excited though. I think we have like we play the Broncos, Patriots. Can't remember who we play the third game. I think we might play the Giants though in the first four. So we like could very well start off 3-1 or even 4-0. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see. And like to your point too, I think Grubb will be solid. I think we might throw the ball a lot more than we have in the past, which could be kind of sweet. Like we had that one season when Russ we started off like 7-0 and then maybe 8-1, and Russ was just balling, and then we just totally fell off that season. But dude, I don't know. I'm such a fan of DK and JSN, so I just hope we feed them the ball a ton. And
Don't leave Lockett out like
I
that.
love Lockett, but I think he's getting old, and
Yeah.
I don't know how much gas he has in the tank, but we'll see. And then,
And he's a realtor now.
yeah, he has a real. You've been networking with him a decent amount, haven't
Yeah.
you?
Oh yeah. We're
So,
closing a lot of deals together.
I was bummed about Nuosi though. He was my favorite defensive player last year, and like he did so much at the beginning of last year that I think people forgot about. Like you just didn't remember because he got hurt. So
Yeah.
hopefully he can come back, and that defense will be
He's a
solid. It'll
stud.
be yeah. He's
Yeah,
he's
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 a
insane.
stud. And so is Mafe is a beast. And then dude, our draft class this year was, in my opinion, one of the best. I mean, we got Byron Murphy, how he slid to us is beyond me. Like, a
Yeah,
lot of people were trying to trade up and get him and stuff. He's a big stud, and that's exactly what we needed was the interior D line. And then we signed Big Cat
yeah.
and in there
Got him
too.
back.
And then we got one of the best offensive linemen in the draft too. I think he played for UConn. He was just
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
he was a stud too. Like, a lot of people said he was the best at his positions. And then, like you said too, we got new OC, DC, and special teams and head coach. It's like it literally couldn't be more wide open.
Yeah,
Which is if I was a head coach, like that's like the best case scenario because you literally have a blank slate and can come up with whatever you want. And Mike McDonald's somebody that I would want to have that full range of power. It was so sad to see Pete go. I love Pete, but it was kind of time.
yeah. And
Like
of
you said,
course, we're
yeah,
stuck in that gray area for the last like 4 years. It feels like where it's just
yeah,
like you're not contending, you're not bad. It's just like to me, that's the worst spot to me as a
yeah.
fan.
Dude, our defense too, like, the quarterbacks of the defense, essentially two new linebackers, or both of our starting linebackers are brand new that we traded for, new safety. Like it's I don't know. I'm pumped, dude. I'm just, like I said, CX football is one of my favorite things in the world. So
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited. Well, see what happens. It's hard to say the Niners won't win the division, which I hate saying because I mean, you know this. That's my least favorite team, not even in the NFL, just in general, generally speaking, in any sport. Like, I don't know if I dislike a fan base more than the Niners, but they got so many good players. We'll see. My bet would be just, I don't know what it is, the odds are, but Seahawks to make the playoffs, I think would be depending on the value,
yeah,
pretty solid bet to make. This is not gambling advice, but if you are interested, sorry if you're an Arizona native, but the Cardinals win total, I think 7.5. So I think to win 8 games. So like if you got some money laying around, again, this is not gambling advice, but if you want a little bit of freebie cash, I would bet Cardinals under win total. If they win 7 games or less, I mean that's like they're not going. I think they'll
dude,
be lucky to win 4 or 5.
Marvin Harrison Jr. though.
Yeah, sadly he can't play defense or
Yeah,
quarterback or anything else. But
dude,
yeah, we'll see. Like I said, it's not gambling advice, but I put my money there. I'm
yeah.
just saying.
No, I love it. This is, and if you folks didn't know, this is now a sports podcast. So,
Yeah, we're just talking all things football and sports gambling.
should we just shoot right into buys and sells of the week? I mean, we're coming up on
Yeah,
20 minutes here.
you want to go first?
Yeah, and my buy of the week, right on brand, literally, is dude the Seahawks throwback jerseys are
First
for
game of
my
the season.
dude first game of the season against Denver, which I feel like every Seahawks fan hates Denver too. So we just want to go out and stomp them. They're the freshest jerseys in the league. Like, I mean, it doesn't really get much better.
Do they have to make those the primaries? I feel like by next year they will.
Dude, I don't know how you don't. It's just, it was such just a vibe call, too. They're like, they just announced it like this last week. All right, like, we're running throwbacks opening day. It just,
Yeah,
as if I couldn't get any more fired up already. Like, dude,
right.
so,
It's
but
gonna be
that's my vibe.
sweet. Yeah, dude, those silver helmets are so money.
Yeah.
Dude, mine, I'm going with the basic route, but it's got to be the pumpkin cream cold brew at Starbucks. Is just unreal, dude. I've got it like 3 times in the last 2 weeks. Brianna texted me at like 9 o'clock the night before the fall line drop for the Starbucks drinks, and we went got some pumpkin cream cold brews. It's that time, dude. We're going into fall. It's a must. It hits. I'll take the basic label just because it's worth it. So
Yeah,
that's
no,
my buy.
no, it's totally fine. But like, did you wear your Uggs to Starbucks too and like go do your Devos and like,
Dude, I actually have Uggs, but I didn't wear them. But
yeah,
I will. I'll take it. I should wear them the next time I go, just to make sure that
yeah.
that
No, I
connection.
can't even lie, dude. I saw the picture. We were going into Target to get some stuff for the house the other day, and they always have Starbucks in Target. Their marketing on those pictures, like I saw that and looked at Jasmine. I just had coffee already, but I was like, I literally might have to go get another one.
Did you get one?
I didn't, but dude,
Dude, the cold brew one's good because it just gives you. It's still like coffee, but you have it's like pumpkin foam or
yeah,
cream, whatever they put on top. But I will say, dude, those pumpkin spice lattes are like 500 calories. I think like
yeah.
it's a meal.
Oh, like 60 grams of sugar too, like
Yeah,
legit. Like it's insane.
yeah. I don't go for those. I like iced coffee, but I mean they're still really good.
Yeah,
Just know if you get a pumpkin spice latte, I'm judging that.
you can't really just say that after everything you just said. But dude, the brown sugar, god damn,
Oat
the
milk
brown,
shake and espresso.
yeah, dude, those. My sister works at Starbucks, so throws the hookups and can kind of make whatever you want. But she got me on those, and then actually, dude, you got to go to Press Coffee in Scottsdale. Do you ever go there?
Yeah,
Get their honey shaken espresso.
dude. Who is it? Oh, I was talking to Emerson and Chanel because I get that they have it's a peanut butter
Those
shaken
are good.
espresso
Those are good too.
with PB2. Dude, it is unreal. It tastes like you're drinking like a peanut butter milkshake, basically.
Those are fire. We had one of those right across the street when we were living down in Arizona. But trust me, the honey cinnamon shaken espresso is, for my money, the best coffee drink ever made. And even my sister that works at Starbucks, when she went down there, she agreed. She's like, I have to replicate this. So she went back in the lab in Starbucks and was just like, she like after like a couple weeks later, she's like, I finally cracked the code and like figured out how to
You
make it
got it.
exactly. So good though. All right, cells. I wrote one down. I got to go to the dude. Once again, right on brand. Actually, injuries in sports, injuries in football. Just for watching, it's so you get so excited all year for football, and then you get a key player on your team get hurt, and it changes the whole season. And then in fantasy too. I mean, that can
Yeah,
make or break your fantasy team. You could have the best team in the league. You lose a couple players, you're the worst. So, just injuries in sports not because I care about them and their lives or anything, but just because like as a fan, just as a fan watching, like it's so selfish of them to like get hurt like that.
I
So
know, dude. It's so crazy that you say that because I was thinking about that a couple of days ago. I was watching a college game, and it's just so easy to forget. Like this sounds weird, but it's easy to forget like they're people that are like
yeah,
legit. Their bodies are they're legit just pounding into
yeah,
other pads every single day. Like so, the fact that they get hurt, like you're like, are you serious? But the reality is like it's so like you're like your odds of getting hurt are so high with what they're doing
yeah.
consistently every single day.
And that's kind of why I say that as a joke, obviously, because like we see that and we're like, no, like we all
Yeah,
like freak out like watching, but you don't think like that dude literally just blew his knee out and will never be the same. Like you don't
right.
like think it's like hard to like, but yeah, it's actually so crazy like the stuff that they go
Yeah,
through.
you get like, I don't want to say numb to it. That doesn't sound like the right word, but like you're just so
Yeah,
used to it just happens all the time. That's why they get paid the big bucks though.
yeah,
Dude,
100%.
my sell this week is just packed gyms, dude. I went to the gym yesterday, being Labor Day, and didn't even think about it. It was actually insane how packed it was. Like I was on the Stairmaster to do a little warm up, and you look out at the gym. It's like it's a super open floor plan, and I don't know if there was a machine that wasn't being used. Like when I was looking out, and honestly, it's the worst. Especially the worst, in my opinion, is like say you're going to do back and buy, and like everything you're planning on doing for the next set is used. So then I'm like I'm creature habit, and so I get so frustrated if I don't get to do the same thing that I do every time I work out in that order. That and like go to the bathroom before, and just connecting with packed gyms is just like you get like the older dudes that are in the stall just grunting and like just dropping loads. Just smells terrible. Like I swear to God, I had like just seven like as I was just taking a quick leak in like a 30-second span. So like
I
just
swear,
connecting.
once you hit a certain age, like I swear, it's just like becomes a thing where you have to make a noise at the urinal or something like that. I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
what
like you make noise when you go to the bathroom, whether it's pee or poop, and you have to watch football for a minimum 3 hours on
dude?
Sunday.
And then that's a thing that I always crack up at. I'm like, just in public bathrooms, like I don't think I've ever made a noise while going to the restroom.
No,
It
dude.
blows my mind just how much of a thing that is. And then also once you hit another age, just how much you like to just drop towel and just expose yourself in men's bathrooms. Like,
I mean, I don't know if I can agree on that, but because I feel like I've always just been
yeah,
that
you've always been a bit of an exhibitionist, but
that
dude,
clicked for
once
me
you
at a
hit a
young age.
certain level, like, and that's an older level, like 60, 70, those guys just,
Yeah, it's just like yeah, something in their mind clicks where they just hog out, no
yeah,
matter where. If you have an opportunity to be naked, it's just like they seize that
I,
opportunity.
dude, I think what it is when they send out the like Social Security awards letter, like when you hit like that certain age, they say like, oh, and to receive this money, like you must drop hog in like the locker
Yeah,
room.
there's got to be something like an underlying thing that like you like we'll never know until we start receiving Social Security.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out, but I don't couldn't think of a better way to end it than that. So
Dude,
let's,
hogs out at the gym 2024. Let's start a movement. You don't have to be 60 to do that.
yeah, true. I guess it's never too early to start. So, all right, brother. Well, it's good talking ball with you, and yeah, we'll talk after Sunday next week and see how we did.
Yeah, go Hawks. See you next week.
All right, peace, brother.